So for me, before this sheep and shepherd model, the most frustrating parts of my day were just things that I didn't have any control over. Waiting for a test result, waiting for a piece of equipment, or surprises coming up that you couldn't plan for. The unexpected or the things that you didn't have any control over in that moment were the most frustrating, stressful things to me. I have kind of had a reputation of being someone who will just do what needs to be done. So that ends up being a gift and a curse. If I don't have a result of a hemoglobin A1C, I'm not one to bark at my staff, where is my A1C? I'll just leave the room, go get it, figure out what it is, put it into the computer myself. So those are real examples, and it's frustrating to have to do that, and it leads to inefficiencies. I'm kind of the belief that I can fix the problem more quickly just by doing it myself, but it doesn't fix the problem long term, and it continues to recur.
The most frustrating parts of the day were the stress of leaving the haven of the exam room. So you're in the exam room, you're having this great interaction with the family, and then you leave the exam room and it's maybe organized, but it's chaos. You leave the room and there's people waiting to talk to you, and you realize how far behind you're running, and someone's paging you about something, and somebody else is asking you another question that's not related to anything that you're doing, and you just want to go run back into the exam room and close the door and hide. So I think it was the part about seeing the patients and working with the families was always the best part, but then as soon as you crack that door open and step foot back out, you're reminded of all the dysfunction and the delays and the waits, and that part was hard.
I think it's really hard when you're caring for children in a primary care setting when you start getting behind during a session, because you really want to honor people's time, but you also want to take the very best care of patients. And it was a burden. I didn't even realize how heavy it was that I was carrying, always running behind, always having people waiting on me and apologizing. So I used to have nightmares actually about people coming out of rooms, and I didn't know where to go, and everyone was upset because they were waiting. And to have that constantly feeling like it's your problem that you're running behind in sessions is actually a very heavy burden to carry.